Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Cali Guys and today we're playing Altar Tron. You might notice in round one that I didn't actually register this deck on purpose, but it is also really sweet. This deck relies on Ashnod's Altar, sacrificing a creature to add 2 mana, Mirror Retriever costing exactly 2 mana and returning an artifact when it dies. That means you can return Mirror Retriever infinitely. So if you have infinite casts of Mirror Retriever, you get Golem Foundry tokens forever. Infinite golems. That means you have infinite colorless mana because Ashnod's Altar can sacrifice those golems. That means you have infinite all mana because you have energy refractor, infinite storm, infinite damage. It's awesome. Now, on Magic Online, going infinite like this requires a lot of clicks. It's quite difficult. And to get around that, I was experimenting with Foundry Inspector to make artifacts cost less to cast. That means that with one in play, you can make infinite mana with Mirror Retriever and Ashnod's Altar by itself. Although, the thing I've realized was this actually just makes the deck more explosive and a little bit better. So I'm playing 3 Foundry Inspectors, playing 7 colored sources with Chromatic Star and Energy Refractor, and I'm back on the Expedition map list. What I learned in the previous iteration, the previous video that I tried, was that I really need to be relying on Ichor Wellspring, and Ichor Wellspring can be clunky, so we're relying on the Foundry Inspector cost reduction. Then we really go hard because we have 4 Deadly Dispute, 3 Grim Search, and 4 Wellspring. Tons of things to target with the Deadly Disputes because we have Mirror Retriever, Wellspring, and Chromatic Star. And Foundry Inspector is really the thing that holds this all together. The Inspector also allows you to pull off a makeshift munitions win in game 1 against other decks. And then post board, to beat Weather the Storms from our opponent, we have Stream of Thought. I'm also playing Seal of Doom in the sideboard to hopefully beat Glee, but if they're super fast on the play, we probably just can't win. Sometimes this deck already has a turn 3 potential if you have Tron Online, Foundry Inspector, and everything going. So we can hope to race in game 1. We also have Krark-Clan Shaman to wipe the board, Fangren Marauder against Affinity, and just as a life gain engine. Weather Storm has more life gain. Nile Spellbomb for the Terror and Graveyard-based decks, and Ancient Grudge to deal with relics. If you want sideboard guides for this deck, check out patreon.com/calikais. That's where I have sideboards for this and all my other decks that I like to play. If you want early access to videos, check out the join button on the YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe and let me know what you thought about this build and the gameplay. Check out cardmarket.com, the largest seller of Magic the Gathering cards in Europe. Let's go get some matches in. And I will keep this. This is pretty good. We have a turn 3 Tron, crop rotation potentially, and I'll play the map and pass. Our opponent on Drawswords Bridge, that could be Affinity, could be Glee, all sorts of stuff. I'll just grab my other Tron land. I'm sort of insulated from a Wildfire with the crop rotation here, but I don't really want to be doing that. Another Bridge. Nile Spellbomb, probably Affinity or a Jund Midrange deck. Let's go Mine, Altar. We'll play Chromatic Star and Expedition map. Just get these on the table. And then I'm looking probably to map for one of my Surveil lands so that I can get some card selection as well as colored sources and start deadly disputing the Chromatic Stars. We're going to see a refurb here. They play an Ichor Wellspring. Yeah. So Refurbished Familiar means I think I'm going to crack this for black. And then deadly dispute the Expedition map. See if I get something better to discard. I'll just discard the crop. Okay, so here we have Inspector into Candy Trail for free, which is awesome. Candy Trail for free. And then I can play Wellspring plus Grim Search it, and I'm just really looking for an Energy Refractor. More Grim Searches. I'll take 1. Play the Wellspring and draw the Grim Search. And then we're going to go black. Bargain, sacrifice the Wellspring. Hopefully we draw some lands. Colored sources would be also preferred. I'll take the Candy Trail, and then I guess I could take the Expedition map. Probably just take the Deadly Dispute, come on. That's what I want to take. Alright. Let's play the Candy Trail out. Bottom, I'll top the other Deadly Dispute. Play the land. I think I'm going to Deadly Dispute the Candy Trail for right now. I didn't really need the mana from it. And I figured just digging a little bit deeper while this Foundry Inspector is live is good. Let's play out this Chromatic Star and pass the turn. If they kill my Foundry Inspector, I can just sacrifice it to the Ashnod's altar and then draw off the Canny Trail. Or I can Deadly Dispute the Wellspring now that I found the Chromatic Star as well. Mere Enforcer for the opponent. So it's definitely Affinity, not a mid-range deck. They've Thoughtcast and draw 2 cards. They're getting in for 2. So now here I go to 16. I don't feel very pressured though. We find a Conduit Pylon, so I guess I can play that and Surveil. I don't want the crop. We'll Deadly Dispute the Wellspring, draw some blind cards, and then we can use the Grim Search to draw cards and have that card selection. Golem Foundry here is awesome. It's nice to get this out early so we just start actually pressuring their life total and putting up blockers. Let's play a Wellspring and another Wellspring. Almost there to the golems. There's the energy refractor, so that's great. Now we can even sacrifice the golem for mana. We do have to force through the Nile Spellbomb, which is going to be annoying, but not impossible. Storm is currently 6, so ooh, another Inspector and a Golem Foundry. I like both of these cards. So I have 3 mana. I guess I will take the Golem Foundry, top. We're going to make a golem, sacrifice it, draw, and then make green. And I could go Golem Foundry into Foundry Inspector, but then I don't have enough mana. So I'm just going to play Weather the Storm. When it kills my Foundry Inspector, I could have just not F6 and sacrificed it and drawn off the Canny Trail, but I don't think it matters that much. I got a little bit lazy, but it's fine. They play a Silver Bluff Bridge. Get in for 6. Sure. Looks like another refurb. Okay, I'll discard the pylons. And that's it. Okay. So we'll start with Golem Foundry. We want to make sure we maximize the Golem counters. Let's play the Foundry Inspector. Don't need the Foundry Inspectors to win in this matchup. It just helps. And now play an Expedition map for 0 mana. We'll crack the map for a tower. Since I have the Refractor in play, now let's just go ahead and draw some cards with this Wellspring Grim Search. Drawing another power plant's not very great. Let's take the draw spells. And then Deadly Dispute on the Wellspring. We've drawn almost the whole deck so far. Pretty sick. And I guess that's it for me, unfortunately. So I'm just going to start passing. Their Reckoner's bargain away a token. Plays Ichor Wellspring. We only have 17 cards left in our library. That's pretty intense. Plays Blood Fountain. Blood Fountain is also our way to force through this Nile Spellbomb. I think if they attack, I'll just make a golem and then sacrifice it and draw a card. They're attacking. Okay. Okay, golem in play. Block. And then sacrifice for 2 mana and draw a card with Canny Trail. Go to 35 life and then back to 31. Another Canny Trail. We found 0 Mirror Retrievers so far, which is weird. Hopefully they are in the deck. Okay. Play the Canny Trail for 0. Find a Chrome Star and a Weather Storm. Weather Storm doesn't really matter at this point. The Chromatic Star is sweet because it's just a free redraw. You can play the Energy Refractor. And having the... You might not have wanted to take the Chromatic Star there if you didn't have the Golem Founders in play, but we did. Play the Chromatic Star. And now I can sacrifice the Chromatic Star for black because I can use the Grim Search to sacrifice one of my extra Energy Refractors. That thing's already done its job. We draw a card, we draw another Foundry Inspector, and a Grim Search. Popping the Energy Refractor. Don't want any of these lands. So that's the nice part about the Grim Search. We just got rid of a ton of cards there. Now I can make red mana, play my Makeshift Munitions. Hopefully they don't have a main deck counterspell of some kind. Let's crack the Canny Trail to draw a card. Finding a Blood Fountain. Okay, I'll play it. Play the Mine. I think I'm going to discard a card. Wow, this is just getting very strange. I guess I'm attacking. And then I'll play another altar. Just getting more golems on the table. I think I might need to look at my deck. I do have 4 Mirror Retrievers in there. This is the weirdest variance I've ever seen with this deck. 0 Mirror Retrievers in the top 55 cards of the deck. Wow. So they Reckoner's Bargain. Gaining 2 life, drawing 2 cards, or 3 cards. Plays the Singleton main deck Swamp. Here comes a Kenku. Sure. The Kenku can block my golems, but they're probably looking to just attack. Okay. I don't think there's a way for us to draw. Let's see if we have Grim Search. 1, 2, 3. If we find maybe a Wellspring, let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. All the Wellsprings have been used. Opponent's going to attack in with their flyers. All right. So on their end step, I'm going to make a horde of golems. I like to do hold control and put them on the stack and then yield to it. That way you don't have a lot of clicking around. There's 1 Mirror Retriever. Let's just attack in with the golems. So we just have to wait till we draw 3 Mirror Retrievers, I think. Cast down on a golem. Okay, I'll ping this thing with my golem. They block with the Enforcer. So we'll pop the Enforcer using one of my altars. Pass the turn. On their turn, they can get back the Enforcer and the Kenku with the Blood Fountain, but that is fine. Right now we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage if we want to just makeshift munitions them with everything. Okay, so they have used the Blood Fountain to get back the Kenku and the Enforcer. They play the Enforcer. Then let's see if they play the Kenku right now. They're getting in with their 2/1 flyers. I'm looking to draw the last Mirror Retrievers. Okay. Alright, so play Mirror Retriever. Then we sacrifice the Mirror Retriever. Trying to get back an Ichor Wellspring, I think. And they're going to Nile Spellbomb, so we can use the Blood Fountain to get back Retriever and Spectre. Or I think this is fine. Yeah, we're okay. We still have 2 more Retrievers in the deck, and now we can loop back and forth with the Blood Fountain to draw the other Retrievers. So I will ping you using the Energy Refractor. Play Foundry Inspector. Then we can play a 0 mana Mirror Retriever. And then get back the Energy Refractor. Cast the Energy Refractor for 0. Pretty easy. Doink. And that auto targets, which is also nice. Play the Energy Refractor. Only one of the cards in the bottom 3 is not an Energy Refractor, a Mirror Retriever. But here it is. So this is infinite mana. And then we just shoot them. So I'll to yield through this turn. Play the Mirror Retrievers until I have 12 mana. And then go face. I think I might have 12 mana already. I probably want to minimize the amount of things that we're doing. Okay. 1 more. So we'll pop you with a golem. Do it again. Gonna make some more golems. There's been some pretty decent lag right now on Magic Online, so I don't know if our opponent's having that issue, and that's causing them to move a little slower. So now we have 6 golems. I think we have enough to kill him. 1, 2, 3. Ping you. Another 1 face. And, oh. Forgot that it was combo time. You'll have to imagine. We'll do it next time. Up-pew! Go to 6. You go to 5. Go to 4. I'll just sacrifice the Mirror Retriever here. Get back Mirror Retriever. Go to 3. Play the Mirror Retriever. And we'll shoot them. So if you were playing in paper, you wouldn't necessarily need the Foundry Inspectors because you should be able to just shoot your opponent for lethal with everything already by making infinite mana. So you could play a little bit more of a mid-rangey fair game. Although I still think it's pretty good to have an explosive way to actually play. So like, I think the cost reducers are pretty sweet. Pew! Sideboard wise, we don't really need the crop rotations. We want to bring in the Ancient Grudge. We want to bring in the Fangren Marauders because that really shuts down Affinity. And then we can cut a little bit of the explosiveness. This should totally be fine. This hand is not really keepable. We have to mulligan. This is a lot better. I'll keep it. I think the Weather the Storm can go to the bottom. The plan is pretty much start with the star, potentially go for the turn 2 Deadly Disputes. Don't really want to play the basics out if I need to, and boom, find the expedition map off the top. Easy. Our opponent goes Blood Fountain, so they're probably going to refurb. They don't have a refurb. Tower, we immediately grab the power plant. So I think here our plan is go Star, Retriever, Black, Deadly Dispute the Retriever, get back the Star. Might want to just put the Golem Foundry in play first. They play a Wellspring. Yeah, I probably want the Golem Foundry in play. Then we'll go Star, Retriever. Blood Fountain again. So how many Mirror Forces do they have? 1, 2. Only 2. Not blessed. Okay, let's go Golem Foundry, Chromatic Star, and Mirror Retriever. I guess maybe I sacrifice this for black first. Black. In case I draw a 1-drop. Foundry Inspector. Let's go Mirror Retriever. I would rather have the Chromatic Star than the Expedition map at this point, because I already have lands lined up. So I wanted to sacrifice it to get it in the graveyard. If I played these two out, then I wouldn't have had mana that I could sacrifice it with. Sometimes these Affinity decks are playing Gorilla Shaman or Cast Into the Fire, so it'll be interesting to see what their hate is. We know they have the Nile Spellbombs in the main deck already. Let's grab the Chromatic Star after blocking. Okay, so we can go Foundry Inspector. Probably should play the Swamp first. Play the Chromatic Star. Because then I can Deadly Dispute my Foundry Inspector if they go after it. Let's Deadly Dispute the Star, though. We're drawing cards. Wellspring's great. They have no answer. Oh, another Golem Foundry. Get that on the table. Do they have the Cast Into the Fire? They're gonna... doing something with the blood tokens. Oh, Metallic Rebuke. Okay, I don't have the mana for that. That's unfortunate. Play the Wellspring. Draw another card. Play Candy Trail for free. Most people have not been playing Metallic Rebuke, which is why I just didn't play into that. Play around that. Off the Candy Trail, we see Chromatic Star, Fangren Marauder. I'm going to take both. And then just play out the Blood Fountain. So on opponent's turn, I don't know what they're going to do. They've got 2 cards in hand. Looks like they're going to start with a Blood Token. Discarding a land. Will they attack? They can Blood Fountain back the Mirror Enforcer after I eat it with the double Golem. So let's just put 2 Golems in play. And then we're tapped out here. We're going to double block the Mirror Enforcer. Going to 12 life. But we've got the Fangren Marauder to get back out of that. Okay. So they use Galvanic Blast. Clears both my Golems off the table. Plays a Gorilla Shaman. They can eat the Blood Token. They decide not to. Play Chromatic Star. Crack it for green. Put the Fangren Marauder onto the table. The problem is they can actually kill this Blood Fountain. Guess I'm going to start with discarding the Swamp. If I draw a tower, I can use the Blood Fountain to get back the Mirror Retriever right now. Found a Mirror Retriever anyway. Let's use the Pylons. Weather we don't need anymore. And then let's draw a card. Gaining 8 life because of the Fangren Marauder and the Candy Trail. Make a Golem. Swing in. Our opponent's at 0 in hand. Like I said, they could use 3 mana to kill this Blood Fountain, which would stink. But I could go Mirror Retriever, Dispute the Retriever, get back the Blood Fountain back the Retrievers. And if they don't kill it, I can Mirror Retriever, Dispute, get back Golem Foundry, and then Blood Fountain back the 2 Mirror Retrievers. Lots of options. And now they discard a Blood Token after playing a Wellspring, so they don't have the mana to take out the Blood Fountain. We're looking to draw into the Astronaut's Altar and win the game. I guess we win anyway. We'll see in round 2. We're here in round 2 versus Mickey Baron. This is a great keep. We're on the draw, but we have turn 3 Tron lined up. Our opponent on Swamp Blood Fountain. That could be good news. Let's play our Expedition map. Another Swamp. So they could play Refurbished. Yes. I'll get rid of the Foundry Inspector. Don't really know what's going on over there yet. Let's grab the tower. Foundry Inspector is probably the most replaceable part. We want this color source. We want to set up our draw. I'm a little bit afraid to just dump a Mirror Retriever in the graveyard. Although this turn, if we had the Foundry Inspector, we could have just gone Inspector, dump our hand. They're getting in for 2. I think we probably map for a Grotto or the Surveil land so that we get a colored source online. Do that before playing the Candy Trail and the Star. Twisted Landscape. Is this just a Jund deck that hasn't found any artifact lands yet? Another refurbished, fine. Get rid of another map. That's a medium play, but that's also the least. We found another map. Okay. So we'll get the colored source. Conduit pylons. Play the Candy Trail. Then looking for altar. Foundry Inspector's fine. Probably not great here though. I need card advantage. Let's draw a card. Makeshift Munitions is sweet. Let's play the Chromatic Star. So now I can munitions and take out their creatures. They can refurb them back though. They get in for 4. I guess if I find altar, I kind of have the win. I can make infinite mana and then munitions them. Looks like they... I don't know what they're gonna do. They sacrifice their refurb and draw cards. Cast yet another one. It's getting on my nerves. I'll discard a Mirror Retriever. And there's the Nile Spellbomb. I guess that's pretty expected. Play the pylons and scry. Don't want the land. I'll sacrifice this for red. Okay, we have makeshift munitions. They have drawn triple refurb so far, which has been a problem. Guess I play at the altar. They're getting in for 4. They crack the landscape. What's it going to be? More black lands? I assume they're on Jund if they have landscapes. Gets a mountain. Is this some sort of red-black control? They sacrifice their creature. So next turn they're going to Blood Fountain me again, which is really stinky. There's a Slagwoods Bridge. We draw a Power Plant. I think I'm just going to go to the next game. Just no card advantage. Getting quad refurbed over and over and over. Okay. So this deck has... We need the Grudge for the main deck Spellbomb. I don't think the crop rotations are very necessary. But it might be for the wildfires. We probably want the Stream of Thought. I guess I'm just going to cut the crops. Keep 1 in. Submit. Trimming on a Foundry Inspector makes their removal less good. Let's play first. We have Tron again. Guess I'm keeping. And this time actually I can draw cards, which is good. They mulligan to 6, trying to find that wildfire or 75 refurbs again. Land go. So second turn we play the Wellspring. Turn 3 we might just Conduit Pylons into Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. They also might simply Wildfire my land right now. I do have 3 basics. They go for the Wildfire. Apparently they don't want to ramp themselves, so that's fine. Play a tower. Let's put the Expedition map on the table. Pass the turn. Looks like they're going to Wildfire me again. Okay. I'll grab another basic. Our opponent's doing nothing. We're Deadly Disputing. Pretty weak. Weak, I say. I think that they should just be trying to develop their own game plan. But we'll see if it works out. So now I'm just going to Ancestral, drawing 3 cards off this Wellspring. So by not cracking the map, I was able to draw into a tower. Play a tower. I guess I map for the power plant. And then draw. Okay, we are going to have to discard the hand size. So let's play Chromatic Star and Candy Trail. Okay, I like these cards. Let's see if we get Wildfired though. Maybe I should have put the Rowan's Grim Search on top in case of the Wildfire. They're doing it again. Make it stop. Okay, they choose to cast a Writhing Chrysalis. Land, play Wellspring, draw, Grim Search like I knew I was going to draw. Draw again. There's a Golem Foundry. Play the Golem Foundry. I think I'm going to play the Mirror Retriever here. So the Mirror Retriever can chump and get back the Wellspring, and then I have a lot of cards that I can draw. They could have Cast into the Fires and stuff like that. Sacrifices. Growing the Chrysalis, making everything else. Got, okay, 6 mana now available. Plays an Ichor Wellspring. Theoretically, we should be favored here, but I don't have any idea what they're really playing in their deck. Like, if they cast into the fire this Golem Foundry, it could be a big problem. Refurbish Familiar, discard a land, that's fine. Troublemaker Oof is bad. What are you going to exile, though? Gets rid of the Golem Foundry. Okay. It's pretty bad. We only have 1 Golem Foundry left in the deck. Let's block and get back the Wellspring. Alright, we found the altar. Rim search this Wellspring. Opponent cracks in response. We found a second Mirror Retriever. Makeshift Munitions Mirror Retriever. Okay. So now if I find... I have to go Refractor, draw a card. Power Plant is good. I need... I don't have any way to win this turn since I've already gotten to this point. I guess I'll play another Wellspring. Candy Trail. Looking for a Foundry Inspector or a Golem Foundry. I'll bottom and top the Wellspring. Draw a card again. And then I think I pass. Looks like they're going to play another Chrysalis. Okay. Is it going to be a Duress? 2 mana. They Deadly Dispute a spawn. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage coming in. As well as 1 mana available. It's a tap land. They're going to Duress me now. I'll draw a card. So if they take the munitions, it's... I think I brought in... Did I bring the Stream of Thought? Okay, I did. At least that's the case, because I can have a second win condition if I can make infinite mana. They take the munitions. We're going to start by deadly disputing a Wellspring. Just looking for a way to make the mana. Play a Candy Trail. Okay, bottom, top the Inspector. We'll go black here. So if they don't have Snuff Out, I think I win it right now. Let's find out. Inspector. Play the Altar. Mirror Retriever. Mirror Retriever again. Make infinite mana. Looks like they're doing nothing. Okay. Play this. Let's sacrifice the Mirror Retrievers. And just build up some mana. So I will do that for a second here. Pop this out. Get back Retriever. Because I have the Blood Fountain, I get to draw my deck with this. Wellspring, draw some cards. There's the Stream of Thought. Easy. Make blue. They're at 41 cards, so I need to hit them for 1 with the Stream of Thought, and then I have to get them for an additional 10, which is 60 mana. That's going to take some time. We're at 1843. Going to Blood Token away a land. Refractor. Trying to draw into the Golem Foundry. Let's Grim Search. I just need another way to get mana faster, otherwise it's going to take too long. We'll take the Deadly Dispute. There's the Golem Foundry. Okay, so now mana will be generated at a little bit faster rate. We need 60 mana, colorless. And now I'm going to Deadly Dispute away the Wellspring, still looking for a little bit more speed. So that other Foundry Inspector would be great. Didn't find it. I cast an Expedition map, cast the Mirror Retriever. Make some, use the black mana. Deadly Dispute on the Expedition map, whatever. Grim Search. We'll Grim Search. Sacrifice Mirror Retriever. Get back Mirror Retriever on top. And then draw blind. 4 cards left in the deck. Play Retriever. Did they exile one of my guys? I don't remember. I'm almost drawn my entire library. There's the Inspector. Or the, yeah, Foundry Inspector. Okay. So now we just generate the mana. Play the Foundry Inspector. We're at 16:16 on clock. Let's see how long it takes me to get to 60 mana. Oh, I guess we could actually... This is probably faster. I can Stream of Thought them and put the makeshift munitions back. Yeah, that might be the faster win. Stream of Thought. Cast. You. put back munitions, and then crack the retriever for a candy trail. Play the candy trail. Bottom, top, draw the munitions, and then we'll play the munitions. I kind of forgot that that was an option. They scoop it up. Nice. All right. Well, thank you for that. I think our setup was fine, so let's run it back. So is this hand any good? We have setup cards. The rest of it's really mediocre. Our opponent's kept 7. I'm going to keep it and then hope that we draw into some either mana or card draw. They lead on a landscape. We have 14 minutes on clock. Okay. A swamp is really bad because it takes a lot of basics out of my deck that they can wildfire me better. I'll bottom all the lands here. They've cracked for just a basic. They find a Gorilla Shaman. It's not doing very much. Let's draw a card. Plays a swamp. Getting in for 1. We can go power plant and map. They can use the Gorilla Shaman on the map, making us crack it. So we don't want to F6. Alright. Get the tower. Plays a forest. Are we going to see a wildfire? Looks like yes. Okay, they play a wellspring. So no wildfire at the moment. Getting in for 1 again. Draw the Stream of Thought, which is medium. They had Troublemaker Oof before, so I don't want to just run out the Mirror Retriever at the moment. They Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. They wildfire my land. I get another basic. Kind of stinks. They get in for 1. And play a refurb. I'll discard this basic. Hopefully that doesn't incentivize them to keep going after my lands. Start on the candy trail. Okay, Golem Foundry, Deadly Dispute. I think I'll top and top. And then draw. Play a land, pass the turn. Next turn I can go Retriever, Dispute Retriever, get back the map, and then play the map for the tower. They put me to 20. Deadly Dispute on a token, it looks like. Okay. Duress. They take the Weather the Storm. They're going aggro, hyper aggro over here. Can they get it done? There's the Golem Foundry. I'll play the Mirror Retriever. Use the Deadly Dispute to get back the map. But we do have to draw a land off that. And then we can go for tower. Didn't find a land. And they're gonna use the Gorilla Shaman. We'll Weather the Storm. If I find another Mirror Retriever, I can go infinite, I think? Okay. End step, they Deadly Disputed. So let's see what's gonna happen. 8 cards in hand. There's a Twisted Landscape. We see a Chrysalis. I'm currently at 29. I guess I could try to use the Stream of Thought to put back the basic so that I can fetch stuff out when they wildfire me. I'm screwed if they wildfire me right now. They're sacrificing the tokens. Playing another Chrysalis. They only have 2 mana available. I guess they have 4 mana. Getting in for 3. Next turn it's 6, 10, 13, 14. Play the map. And I'll sacrifice it. And grab the tower. Play the tower. Maybe I should have left the black mana floating. I'll just play this map out. They have visitors inside a token, so they're not going after the map right now. They have 3, 6, 7 mana, so they can actually Gorilla Shaman a 3-drop. They're getting in for a ridiculous amount, 13. So we're dead next turn. They're passing. I think I need to maximize the mana I have in play. I'll take the tower. Play Foundry Inspector. Play Golem Foundry. They're going to kill the Inspector. So I'll Grim Search it. Looking for a Mirror Retriever. I have to take Deadly Dispute Wellspring, I think. I can crop rotation into another tower if I draw the Mirror Retriever and make infinite mana. Play the Wellspring. Tough scenario. We're really whiffing on colored sources. Deadly Dispute on the Wellspring. Finding a Grim Search. Found the Mirror Retriever. So I'm going to crop. Oh no. I don't have any towers left. But that might be okay. Crop this. Get a mine. Play Ashnod's Altar. And then we have a 1-drop expedition map. And then I can make infinite golems from that point. I guess they have to not have a cast into the fire. They showed us Troublemaker Oof before, so maybe they don't. I'll make a golem, sacrifice the golem, play Mirror Retriever. Okay, loop is beginning. Retriever for Retriever. Seems like they don't have anything. Now they could have like Krarklan Shaman Toxin analysis. We have no colors in the graveyard. They have Eviscerator's Insight. Sacrificing a land. We're just gonna Mirror Retriever like crazy. So if I were positive that I could draw an Energy Refractor off the top, I could win here because I could make enough mana to Stream of Thought them into the ground. But I don't know that I can find a color source off the top. And at that point you would like make infinite golems and then get back the Candy Trail. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. They currently have a lot of power on the table, 13 power. I guess I have to just make a large amount of golems and then go for the Mirror Retriever into Candy Trail. Oh, there's some lag. That is not good. Alright, here I'm going to give back the Candy Trail. This puts me to 45 on the golem counters. Another Golem Foundry and a Wellspring. I guess I'll just top both of these. Pass the turn. So they have enough mana to target either the Golem Foundry or the Ashnod's Altar with the Gorilla Shaman, but then they would be tapped out. They're tapping green. Does this mean they have the Troublemaker Oof? Playing a Wellspring. Okay. So worst case scenario, they have Troublemaker Oof and Krarklan Shaman Toxin. Let's just see what they go after. Alright, they're pointing it at the Golem Foundry, so we're going to put every golem on the table. And our opponent still has to have Krarklan Shaman Toxin in order to win, I think. They have 2 artifacts they can sacrifice. Looks like they're going to combat. Do they attack with the Refurb? They have 5 blockers, so I have 30 damage coming in. Let's draw a card. Attack with everything. Did we get there? Alright, negative 25. We'll see you in the next round. We're here in round 3 versus the Bylos, or the Bilos. I have Refractor and Deadly Dispute, which I do like. Double, but the rest of the hand is pretty mediocre. I guess if I had mulligan to 6 and this were my hand, I would probably keep it, so I'm going to keep this one. We can always Deadly Dispute the Energy Refractor. Our opponent says, have fun, good luck. Leads on a Jazzbear Sentinel, so they're likely on walls or playing some sort of Elves deck. And we're going to have to go really fast, which is a bit scary here. We can turn 2 Mirror Retriever, turn 3 Ashnod's Altar. Or just go Refractor turn 2. Okay, they have no follow-up, it looks like. They're going to get in for 1. That's very good for me. If it's Elves or Walls, for both of these, we want the Krarklan Shamans. Elves. Okay. Foundry Inspector's awesome. Play the Refractor out. Draw a card. On Tower. So this turn we go Inspector. Next turn Altar Retriever. I'll have 1 mana left over even if we don't draw into anything. They play a Priest of Titania. Okay, let's play the Inspector out. We're sort of just pointing at each other. Who's going to win? Neither of us are interacting. Although the Elves deck might be playing things like Prohibit or Negate or Vines of Vastwood in the main deck, they Winding Way, finding Winding Way, Tuk Tuk, Rebel Fort, Lead the Stampede, and Jazzbear Sentinel. So they really only found Tuk Tuk and Jazzbear Sentinel. Tuk Tuk and is a weird card in the deck, but it is something that people play. If you're not familiar with it, it's a 3-mana wall that gives creatures you control haste. They play Elvish Vanguard. Currently they have 1 mana available. So they'll probably play the Jazzbear Sentinel here. Okay. Wow, I got a lot going on here. I can go Golem Foundry, play the Wellspring. If I find a mine, maybe something happens. Just a Deadly Dispute. Play another Power Plant, play the Mirror Retriever. I'm not interested in blocking right now. unless it's presenting lethal without trample. Next turn, I'm looking to Deadly Dispute the Wellspring, play the Altar, sacrifice the Mirror Retriever, get back the Wellspring, play it, Deadly Dispute again. Just drawing a ton of cards. That'll be a full wheel, really. So how good are they going to be at comboing off here? Everything has haste. They've got 5 mana from the Priest of Titania, plus 1 from the Jaspera. They're casting a Lead the Stampede. What do they find? So we're looking for them not to find a ton of mana. They have Quirion, Birchlore, Jaspera, and Elvish Vanguard. So they're probably playing the Tuk-Tuk, playing the Elvish Vanguard, playing the Quirion, untapping the Priest. Plays a Tuk-Tuk. Birchlore as expected. So their Vanguard gets bigger. Plays a Quirion Ranger. I think if I have to block this turn, it's gonna be really bad for me. They play an Elvish Vanguard. Another Elvish Vanguard. So this is 6 damage. I think they already played the Jaspera, so I don't know what's in their hand anymore. Okay, they have a Timberwatch, but I think they already used the Quirion Ranger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 11 elves in play. Now I have to scroll up and see if they use the Quirion Ranger. They only have 1 in the battlefield. They have used it. They've got another Jaspera. So even if I block the Vanguard, this is 7, 8, plus 11, 19, 20. Okay, so I'm clearly blocking here and blocking this one. So 4, 5, 6, 17. They Timberwatch. So they're coming in for 17 damage. Now I have to determine how I want to try to go about this. Best case scenario, I draw a mine. Our opponents used almost 12 minutes, or used like 8 minutes on clock already. It's turn 5. I think I have to play the Swamp and Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. Because if I find a Mirror Retriever, I win. Play the Ashnod's Altar. Attack this. Attack here. Make black. Deadly Dispute on the Refractor. Still just looking for the Mirror Retriever. I think we might have not gotten there. Yep. Okay. So sideboard wise, we just need the Krark-Clan Shamans. And then potentially Seal of Doom is an option. We don't want the Weather Storms whatsoever. I guess we could go like cut these cards and the Blood Fountain. And although I do want to be able to loop the Blood Fountain back and forth, we can trim maybe 1 Grim Search. Okay, let's do it. Wait, need 1 more cut, huh? Okay. 1 Wellspring. I just need to try to not have them combo off on me. Then eventually I can kill them with the munitions. Okay, this is pretty good. Power Plant into Chromatic Star, turn 2 Refractor, or just play out. Yeah, probably Refractor. Trying to draw into Tron. Then I can get Crop into Tron, play the Retriever, Krark-Clan Shaman, kill your board. Our opponent plays a Finehorn Elves on turn 1. Find a Seal of Doom. Energy Refractor draws a card. Let's see if we can draw a land. We did. Okay, so I can Seal of Doom their thing, or I can just crop crop this into Seal of Doom, kill your whatever. Plays a Priest. Yeah. We're gonna go land, green, crop this away, grab the mine, make black. Just trying to draw cards, put some permanents on the table. Seal of Doom, blast your Priest, take you off mana, and I'll play an Ichor Wellspring. Turn 2. We could also have just like played the Krark-Clan Shaman and wiped the entire board there, which was an option. They go Winding Way, finding Lead, Nyxborn, Timberwatch, and Forest. They probably play the Nyxborn next turn. I mean the Timberwatch. They put a Rift Sower into the Exile Zone. Let's start by Deadly Disputing this Wellspring. Just drawing some cards. Foundry Inspector, okay. Foundry Inspector and Altar. So I'll play the Inspector, play the Altar, play a Mirror Retriever, return the Wellspring. Then I'll cast the Wellspring, and now at this point I have infinite mana if I draw a second Mirror Retriever, and I could draw my deck into the win condition. Can we find it? Nope. All right. Expedition map, pass the turn. Rift Sower in exile still. It has one more suspend counter, so we'll come down next turn. They play the Timberwatch. Let's get in for 3. And then I'll play out the Blood Fountain. This is part of the sweetest thing about the deck is that you can just loop these Krark-Clan Shamans over and over. We'll play a Mine, make red, play Krark-Clan Shaman. We'll sacrifice here and here. And then, okay, sacrifice this one, sacrifice this one for mana, and then make 5 mana. We'll Blood Fountain back, Retriever, and Shaman. Make black, play the Mirror Retriever, and play the Krark-Clan Shaman. So they're stuck on just 2 lands right now, doing basically nothing. And we can just pop in for a little bit of damage. They do have this Rift Sower coming down, so that can give them any color of mana. They play another Timberwatch. Okay. I don't think I'm that concerned about that. I'll play the tower. I'll play a Candy Trail. A little bit of lag. Alright, Candy Trail. Let's see what we see. Another Candy Trail. Let's draw it. Play the Candy Trail out. Seal of Doom. Okay. I'm gonna bottom the star and top the seal. Draw. And then I will just go ahead and blast the Timberwatch here. Get out of here. Get in. I can expedition map for a land I don't need and then discard it to the blood token too. So let's see. Let's go map. Sack it. We'll get a swamp and then discard the swamp. Deadly Dispute's nice. Here I can still exile or like crack these 2 if I need. They play, I think this is a Birchlore Rangers face down. Find the munitions. So that kind of solves a lot of problems. Let's just attack with the Retriever. I'll Deadly Dispute the Retriever and pick up the Blood Fountain. Let's go ahead and play the makeshift munitions. Play Chromatic Star. Then I'm going to ping their creature. They're 1/3 with my Chromatic Star. And they scoop. Nice. So let's do it again. I turned into a Tron control deck. Alright, we have a Seal of Doom on turn 3, which can hopefully be good enough. Mine into map and to try to set up Tron. Our opponent leads on Quirion Ranger. Okay, turn 3 Tron is good. I really like that we can get our power plant, play the Refractor, and then Seal of Doom something. I would much rather have Tron in play and start Seal of Dooming than try to use something else for it. It looks like they're going to attack for 1, and then tap the forest, untap the forest, replay the forest. Oh, no, they just played a second forest. Okay, never mind. I kind of thought they were going to do a fancy thing. Winding Way, choosing creature. They find Lead the Stampede, double Priest of Titania, and a Birchlore Rangers. We're immediately going to grab the power plant. Doink. And gonna hope that I can Refractor, Seal of Doom, a Priest, and then get enough time to find another way to stop them. Which would be... Okay, there's the 1 Priest. They can play Birchlore Rangers, make 1 extra mana. So I will be able to kill this turn. Birchlore Rangers. They can make 1 mana. They're making the mana. Suspends a Rift Sower. Okay, I'm looking for a Krark-Clan Shaman. Getting in for 1. The beatdown. Okay, land. Refractor first. Make black. And play the Seal of Doom. Go ahead and pop this thing. Get out of here. And we'll play a Chromatic Star. Next turn, I have Wellspring, Dispute the Wellspring. So I'm drawing for turn 2, 3, 4, potentially 5, 6 cards. I do have to have artifacts in play if I'm going to try to Krark them, though. 4 lands. Here comes the Priest of Titania. They have the Rift Sower coming down next turn. Looks like a Timberwatch here. Okay. That's a bit scary. They attack in for 1. So now if they have like a Hydroblast, they could stop my Clan Shaman by untapping a creature, tapping these two for a blue. An Astronaut's Altar. Let's Wellspring. Draw a card. Foundry Inspector's interesting. We'll go black. See what I draw. Candy Trail. Okay, I'll play the Candy Trail first. Because I need to try to dig as much as possible. Mirror Retriever and a Pylons. Bottom, top the Retriever. I Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. This is almost enough to win. We can... It's 3. It's not enough. Okay, I think I play the Inspector. And then I crop for a tower. Going back to 4 mana. Crop this. Get a tower. Play the Ashnod's Altar. Play the Mirror Retriever. Play Energy Refractor. So I can still make 2 mana. Expedition map is medium. I can alter the Retriever. Get back the Chromatic Star. Play the Chromatic Star for 0. Then I can sacrifice the Chromatic Star for black. Oh no, I clicked the wrong card. That is gonna kill me. I clicked the wrong card. Oh geez. Please don't kill me this turn. So if I'd sacrificed it for black, I could have Deadly Disputed the Expedition map. Tried to draw into exactly Clan Shaman to win. Right now they have 5 elves on the table. They can power up any one creature for 10 at the moment. They yield. They've got to lead the Stampede, which is great for them. Hopefully they just whiff. They did not whiff. They've got their haste creature on the table. Still plays another priest. Jaspera. Birch Lore Rangers. We're looking at 8 elves on the table. Now they're making a ton of mana. And I think we lose. So that was a misclick for me. I feel really bad about that. As our elves opponent trying to figure out the correct way to combat math their way through this scenario. There. No problem. I guess I could have sacrificed the Foundry Inspector to Deadly Dispute. So that's a line that I didn't see. Sacrifice the Foundry Inspector, Deadly Dispute. This. Sacrifice my whole board. We could have gotten there. I just didn't see that extra there. Plays a Nyxborn Hydra for not maximum value. Don't know why. Maybe they're just going to put another one on the table. It's kind of whatever. They have infinite amounts of damage. Okay, GG. So let's go ahead and look at the top of the deck and see how much I punted. Oh no. Okay. Stink. Well, that's on me. We'll see you in round 4. Round 4, we're on the draw. We have turn 2 Refractor. If I find another Tron land, I can crop for Tron. Seems fine. Don't know what Eastern Invoker is on. Looks like they're on walls. Tree of Tales Tinderwall is weird. But they're looking to kill me as soon as possible, and I don't necessarily have a fast win on my end. Let's go Refractor, draw a card. Found a Swamp. They play Axebane Guardian. And a Thriving Grove. 2 cards in hand. So they've got quite a bit of mana. They don't currently have anything else going on. We have an Expedition map. So if I go land, map, can crack the map, get a mine. Next turn, crop this for the power plant. They play Overgrown Battlement. They've got 2 cards. Let's see if all this mana is going to do something. Am I dead? I've not seen a Thriving Grove Tree of Tales deck before, as far as walls goes. They make 5 mana. One of it being black. I guess they're going to Deadly Dispute something. Fanatical Offering. They're at 3 cards in hand. Plays a Tuk Tuk, 2 cards in hand. They map on the Wall of Roots, finding a Caretaker on top. They put it into the graveyard. And pass. Land. Green. We crop this away. Now I've got 8 mana. Get that power plant. Wellspring. Finding another altar. I'm going to Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. Finding a Blood Fountain. Golem Foundry. Okay, so let's play the Golem Foundry first. And then play the Blood Fountain. There's a chance that we could win next turn. We go Wellspring, Altar. Then we have 7 mana. we can Grim Search down to 3 mana. They Deadly Dispute again. Everything has haste, so if they find the combo win and a way to draw cards, they win the game. I'm just hoping that they continue to flounder. Maybe they make mana with the Caretaker and then dispute it. They're making blue mana, which doesn't bode well, because they could find the Fanatical Offering. Just drawing cards. Plays another hasty thing. Transmute, no, they Deadly Dispute. Land. Leaf Caller is bad for me. 2 cards left in hand. Please fizzle. It's scary to see Walls playing all these Deadly Disputes. They used Eviscerator's Insight. They have 5 mana on the board. Used another Eviscerator's Insight. So they're looking for a Quirion Ranger. Okay, they attack in for 1. Phew. They fizzled. Tower. Play the Wellspring. Get to draw a card. Found the Mirror Retriever. I will play the Ashnod's Altar. Sacrifice the Mirror Retriever. Get back the Wellspring. But I don't know if I want to use it just yet. Make black mana. We're going to Grim Search. Bargain away the Wellspring. There's a second Retriever. GG! That's pretty lucky. So, we'll just take, I guess, the Wellspring. We'll just take both cards, doesn't matter. Lay out the Mirror Retriever. So this is a turn 5 win for us, which is lucky. And draw another card. Sacrifice the Mirror Retriever. So now I want to just chain a little bit, get the Mirror Retriever back on the table. We don't want to crop anymore because I've already got my 4th tower, or what's yield here? Gotten my 4th tower out of the deck. Play the Wellspring, draw a card, Expedition Map, sacrifice this, play an Energy Refractor, draw a card. Okay, so we have to loop a bit. Build up enough mana in golems that I can cast the Grim Search again. Okay, we can make 2 golems, so I'm going to pop out 2 golems, and then filter this first one for black, crack the second one, and Grim Search away a Wellspring. Foundry Inspector, that's what I wanted. That gives me infinite mana. A little bit easier anyway. Get back to Mirror Retriever. Now I have to loop a bit again. It is officially combo time. I forgot about it. I kept leaving it on the table. That's okay. Let's do this. Now I have 5 mana. I'm going to sacrifice the Mirror Retriever, get back Mirror Retriever, put a Golem Foundry on the table, sacrifice the Golem Foundry. Now I have 4 mana. I can play Foundry Inspector. I still get another Golem, and now the Mirror Retriever will cost 1 mana. Sacrifice the Mirror Retriever for Mirror Retriever, turn on Yield through this turn, and now things will happen a lot faster. Just casting things out of my hand, Expedition Map, Energy Refractor. We don't want to go to 0 mana in pool, otherwise we will end up passing the turn. Play Expedition Map, play Mirror Retriever. We're looping. Our opponent asked me how I'm going to win here. Let's make black. Grim Search. Sacrifice the Wellspring. I explained it and they've conceded, so thank you very much. Let's go to post board. Alright, once again, we need 100% of our removal spells. Bring in the Seal of Dooms. I'm going to cut the Weathers and these cards. 1 Grim Search, 1 Wellspring. Now I have to try to not punt again. But we won game 1, so that's helpful. Krugland Shaman out of the gate is good, but our opponent has much fattier cards. Or beefier, I guess you could say. It's going to be harder to kill an 0-4 than it is a 1-2. You play a Thriving Gate on turn 1 on black. I'm going to play the Mine into the Chromatic Star. Then next turn, I think I'm playing the Conduit Pylons, because just depending if I don't draw the power plant right away. They play Caretaker into Foreboding Landscape. The mana base there is interesting. Okay, so we drew a Candy Trail. We'll just go Chromatic Star into Candy Trail. Refractor Seal of Doom. I like this. I'll top and top. This next turn, we're just going to play, I think, Mine, or just Swamp Seal of Doom, kill your big thing. But they don't have a big thing right now. Okay, so the Wall of Roots is now an 0-4. They've Deadly Disputed this Cerulean Caretaker. I think I probably need to sacrifice this for black and get my Tron lands onto the table. Play the Seal of Doom. Because I'll have just so much more mana if I didn't make a land drop as a swamp. Battlement. End step, kill it. They probably Deadly Dispute it. They have to use their treasure token. Okay. Certainly an interesting way to play walls. Find a map, okay. So I'm glad that I made the Tron land drops. Grabbing our power plant, play the power plant, and the refractor. I only have 3 artifacts on the table. I need Wellsprings, Retriever's good. They play an Axebane Guardian. I'll go Mirror Retriever. I think I Conduit Pylons and see what's on top of the deck. Don't want the swamp. So I'm sacrificing here, here, and here. It's not a great plan. I don't know if I want to sacrifice the Foundry Inspector, though. I think this is fine. Let's make black, or red. Play the Krark-Clan Shaman. You have a Hydroblast. We will sacrifice. Getting back the Chromatic Star. I probably should have sacrificed the Canny Trail first. And then sacrifice the Canny Trail. Looks like they're going to Deadly Dispute again. Fanatical Offering their creature. Okay. We find a Seal of Doom. That's good. Foundry Inspector into Chromatic Star. Make black. I feel like me being so prepared for Glee makes the non-Glee creature-based combos a little bit easier to manage. Play a Seal of Doom. Now I'm going to be prepared to attack for 7 turns with a 3/2. They play a Caretaker. Alright, my turn. I get to draw a card off the Refractor. See what we draw. Tower. Alright, I'll just go ahead and get in. Regretting not taking the Canny Trail. Play a Leaf Caller, which is pretty scary. I'm just passing the turn. Find Blood Fountain. Awesome. So that should seal the deal. We'll play the Blood Fountain. Then we can go get back these 2. Make a black. Play the Power Plant. I'll go ahead and attack. They take it. We Seal of Doom, kill the Caretaker. They're making mana and Deadly Disputing the Caretaker. Okay. Play the Mirror Retriever. Lay out the Krark. Then I'll sacrifice the Mirror Retriever. Get back the Blood Fountain. That means the Leaf Caller is gone. And make a black. Play the Blood Fountain. And go ahead and Blood Token away this land. Finding a land. That's fine. It's funny how I always seem to just draw into the Blood Fountain. Okay, so they have a decent amount of mana. Let's go Wellspring and draw a card. Blood Fountain these 2. Play the Tower. I'll get in for 3 again. Okay. They decided to block and then unblocked. I think that's wise. Play the Mirror Retriever. Play the Krark. Then I'll go sacrifice the Wellspring. Sacrifice the Foundry Inspector. Sacrifice the Mirror Retriever. Get back the Fountain. All this time I'm holding control. Then I'll also sacrifice the Refractor. Then I can play the Blood Fountain again. Play out a Makeshift Munitions. I gotta make red this time. And pass the turn. Worst case scenario, they find some answer to the Blood Fountain. Looks like they were gonna play something and decided not to. So now I'm going to Blood Fountain back the Inspector Retriever. Because I can sacrifice the Mirror Retriever to get back the Blood Fountain using the Makeshift Munitions. Looks like they have a Thraben Charm or something. That stinks. Man. Okay. Let's Energy Refractor, draw a card. Play the Candy Trail. So they stopped my loops. Bottom, we'll top the Retriever. Sacrifice the Candy Trail. Play the Mirror Retriever. Shoot you with the Retriever. Getting back the Candy Trail. Play the Candy Trail. They don't have any white mana now. I think I can top both of these. I'll draw. Play this land, and then I'm going to Deadly Dispute on a Blood Token. Play the Candy Trail. Okay, Altar 2 I don't need. Retriever is good, because now I can just Retriever ping them slowly. Shoot you, get it back, shoot you, get it back. Sorry. So they have now energy eviscerators incited their map token. Plays an Axebane Guardian. It's fine. Play Mirror Retriever. Pew. Get back Retriever. I'll do it again. Pew. Weirdly, I am a control deck. And I gotta love it. Shoot you with the blood token. Alright, GG. We're 3-1 on round 5. Alright, let's go. On the play. I'm gonna keep this. It's a bit of a risk. We're looking for any second land. Our opponent has mulligan to 6. Land, play the trail. Let's go trail. Yeah, sweet. So good cards here. They play a forest. We'll go land, map, and a map. Cycles a troll, probably dredge. Probably dredge. So will they bring it back? Satyr Wayfinder. Okay, so the way that I win this matchup is by, well, I do have Nile Spellbombs. So let's crack the map, get a mine, play the Chromatic Star. We gotta not get killed too fast. They find Exhume, Circle the Land Druid, and a Stinkweed Imp into the graveyard. Plays the Circle the Land Druid. And they mill some more cards. Lotless Giant Dread Return. They have 6 creatures in the graveyard right now. I'll play the Swamp. Crack this for green. Crop the Swamp away for a power plant. Finding a star, let's play Energy Refractor, draw a card. Let's draw a card off the Candy Trail. Candy Trail again. Trying to gain life. Golem Foundry is good, I think. So I'll top both of these. Draw. Play the Golem Foundry. I'm at 25. I'm gonna soon to be 23. I just can't let them they have multiple Dread Returns in the graveyard. I'm hoping they won't be able to like multi-Dread Return me in a turn to kill me from 25 or whatever. And I'm looking for Foundry Inspector, Ashnod's Altar, and Weather the Storms. They grab a forest off a Generous End, 8 creature cards in the graveyard. Looks like they're going to play a Satyr Wayfinder. I assume they get in. Fog, Knot of the Bone, Giant Troll. 10 creatures in the graveyard. They only have 2 Dread Returns in the graveyard. They're getting in for 2. Puts me to 23. Okay. So, star. Play another star. They're just going to do something in response. Okay. People need to remember that there is yield until here. You don't have to do it during my turn. Let's go black. Okay. Red is good. Munitions. Wow. Play the munitions. Play Mirror Retriever. Ping this one with the Mirror Retriever. Get back Chromatic Star. Play the Chromatic Star. Ping your creature. I just want them to not be able to Dread Return. Ping your other creature. They get to get a land back. Does not look like they have a Bojuka Bog. They get back a Swamp. I'll play mine. Make a creature. Pass the turn. Okay, they're dredging again. They have 17 creature cards in the graveyard. They unearth the Mutt. Okay. They dredge the Stinkweed Imp. So I assume that they're going to go Acorn Harvest now. But we can ping the Mutt to kill it and then leave man open to ping their Acorn Harvest creature. Alright, we will ping the Mutt with the Golem. Okay, they've got some creatures in play. I don't think they can make a creature off just 1 black mana. So I think I'm just going to pass. That was lucky. Let's Conduit Pylons. I'm looking for that Ashnod's Altar. Fractor. I'm gonna graveyard it. Let's go Mirror Retriever. They just concede. That was so lucky. Sweet. Alright. I'm life gain plan. Bringing this. Bringing the spell bombs. Makeshift munitions is actually not that great. Although it did work out well there. If I'm a turbo life gain deck, cut these 3 cards again. One of these and one of these. Alright, so I'm gonna keep this. Turn 2 Refractor. We could go Conduit Pylons turn 1, looking for a Nile Spellbomb. I'll try it. I'll take the other Refractor, because then I can Deadly Dispute it. They cycle right away. Finding a Haunted Mire. Plays the Haunted Mire. Turn 2 for me is land into Refractor. Grim Search. They cycle again. Finding another tap land. The red tap land this time, a Wooded Ridgeline. Plays the Wooded Ridgeline. Okay, so they have 2 mana. Are they going to play a creature? Wooded Ridgeline allows them to play the sideboard Ancient Grudges. They play Blanchwood Prowler, milling Wayfinder Exhume, Circle the Land Druid. I have nothing going on. I'm going to pass the turn and end step Deadly Dispute the Refractor. They cycle, finding a Geothermal Bog. Guess they're just going to get in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're close to just hard casting the Marauder. What I really need is to have a power plant. They cast an Exhume. I'll just Deadly Dispute this. There's the power plant. So we'll go power plant, green, play Fangren Marauder, then crack this for black, or doesn't really matter, and play a Mirror Retriever. This Fangren Marauder should hold down the fort because if we're up to 100 life, they're not going to be able to win. I actually don't have a win condition other than the Fangren Marauders though, so that's kind of a bummer. I should have left the munitions in the deck. Whoops. They play a Scrapwork Mutt, discarding a Stinkweed Imp. Basically, I'm considering that I will be way ahead on life. They can't kill me, they have to mill, and then they just die. We'll see if that works out. They play another Scrapwork Mutt, discarding Stinky, milling Giant Reunion Troll. Right now I'm looking for a Nile Spellbomb, get rid of their Stinkweed Imps, and that Rotten Reunion. They get in for 6. I find a crop rotation, so let's crop first. Get a tower. Play the Candy Trail. Okay. We did not find it. Let's bottom both of these. Play the Refractor. Another Marauder. Okay, that could be good next turn. Let's crack the Candy Trail. Gaining a bunch of life. Deadly Dispute. Sack the Mirror Retriever. Get back the Candy Trail. Play the Candy Trail. Bottom both of these. Play another Candy Trail. Another Candy Trail on top is good. I'll top it. Crack this. Gain 10 life. Boom. Go to 43. Your turn. I'm sitting back behind this Fangren Marauder so hard. They could certainly kill me. They find Ancient Grudge. They could take out the Energy Refractor. But I can still play the Fangren Marauder and then just go Candy Trail stuff. They Rotten Reunion, getting rid of the Mirror Retriever. We're super far up on cards in library though. Ancient Grudge gives me another 5 life, so I appreciate that. Plays Circle of the Land Druid, milling themselves some more. Finding Lotleth Giant, and there's a Dread Return in the graveyard. They're attacking in for 6. Let's see if this second Fangren Marauder will seal the deal. Play the Pylons. I'll put Star on top. Make a green. Play Fangren Marauder. Crack this. Yeah, we're gonna gain some life. That's cool. Play Candy Trail. Bottom, I can top the Retriever, I think. Gain some more life. Go to 68. Chromatic Star. Your turn. I suppose if I find Ashnod's Altar, that will probably also win the game via infinite life. They play a Stinkweed Imp. So I have to be able to find it before I have fewer cards in the library than them, or they can just keep passing until I mill out and die. Because I actually have no win con. Plays another Stinkweed Imp. 0 cards in hand. I think we've got this. They Dread Return the Troll, or the Lotleth Giant. It's a zombie, not a troll. Getting in for 6. Let's go Mirror Retriever. Crack this for black. Gain 10 life. Then we want a Grim Search, sacrificing the Mirror Retriever. Getting back, I guess, Energy Refractor here. I really wanted to get it as something I could sacrifice, but it's fine. Find the Nile Spellbomb. Find the Blood Fountain. Okay. And we'll go Refractor. Play Nile Spellbomb. Make black. Spellbomb you. They scoop. All right, 4-1. We definitely could have had a 5-0 if I didn't punt that Elves matchup. But sometimes the Elves, you're just sitting there like, okay, they're doing things. They're doing more things. Okay, tell me when it's over. I should have seen that that change there. And I think something that you have to do sometimes with this deck is stop, take a second, figure out what your outs are, and that will make you a better player. Sometimes I just go for it. But hopefully you enjoyed. Sideboard Guide again is on the Patreon, patreon.com/calicais. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next video.